the live has finally started because it act like it didn't want to start at first. So thank God. I hope you all are having an amazing day. So good morning, good morning, good morning. And if you're not having a great day, like, child, keep on moving. It'll get better. And if your morning is great, then good for you. I'm like super happy for you. But I want to give you a quick encouraging word. So you see my heading, it says baby steps and the Tower of Babel. Like, God is so amazing. Like, he's always speaking. And every day that we wake up and we open our eyes, we begin to walk, God is thinking about us and he has us in mind. I want to encourage you as a person who might be who is an entrepreneur, a person who has a dream that's locked up inside of you. You have visions, you have a want, and you have a desire. I want to encourage you this morning to let you know that if you walk with your baby steps, that it will happen. So I stayed in Macon last night with my mom, and my father wanted some little pineapple cake. So I was headed to Tim's grocery to get it. Hey, Curvine. So while I was, headed to the store, I seen that Connor's Sweets was open. So I stopped by to see that she, have, anything that's like kind of fruity. And so what was so amazing, like when I walked in there inside of her building, I was like amazed because like I knew she had left her job to go to another job, left that job to pursue the career and the blessing and the gift that God had put on her. She started out baking cakes for people's weddings and everything, and she does an awesome job. But when I walked inside of her building, y'all, I was amazed at how beautiful it is. She has a lot of little pastries and stuff, and she does turkey sandwiches, and she does sandwiches, different things, chicken salad. But what really blessed me was the fact that, like, I know Nikita Khan, I know her personally, and she's always been a very, very nice person. But I never knew that she had a gift of baking. I never knew that. So she had that deep down inside of her, and some years ago she pursued that. And as her business grew, she was still working at the courthouse and still handling that business on the side. But when that vision, when that gift, when that baby became to its maturity, it was time for her to leave that job that she had for years, that security blanket, and to go in and to do something that God had purposed her for. When I tell y'all, just looking at what God is doing for her, it really, really blessed me. And that's when we have the baby steps. You might be a person that has a dream. You might, and then Kataris Brewer, the same guy. He makes like signs and everything that you put in your yard, that you put in your house. But there was a gift that was deep down inside of him, and he stepped out on faith, and he did it. He pursued that, and he left his job to go and continue on with the gift that God had given him. But they too both had to do baby steps. And what blessed me is the fact that when they stepped out on faith, they stepped out not on the gift that they had, not on the little support that they probably had. They stepped out on the belief and the know-how of who Almighty God is. They knew and they believed in their heart that if I let this security blanket go and I pursue what God has blessed me to do, that God is going to bless it. Y'all, those are baby steps. I want to encourage you with your baby step. The Tower of Babel, and I think it's in Genesis, in the book of Genesis, maybe Genesis 11, when a whole nation of people came together and they wanted to build a tower, and they was building this tower, and they was like, wow, we're doing an amazing job. We're going to build this tower, and we're going to build this tower. We're going to build it up to heaven so we could be up there where God is. But God is smarter than us. Even though God had given them the know-how, the mindset to build this, to do baby steps, to create this thing, that somewhere along the way, they lost their way. They began to say, well, we're going to be what God is. We're going to be as God. You know, they want to become higher than God, be where God is. And none of us are higher than God, and we will never be higher than God. So what God did is he confused them. Everybody that was working on the tower, he confused them. They no longer could understand each other. And that's where the different languages came about. God confused them because nobody's going to be higher than God. I'm not saying that Nikita is like that, and I'm not saying Kataris is, cocky. What I'm saying is, if you take baby steps like they did, and if you forsake being like the people who was building the Tower of Babel, that you will be great in everything that you prosper. Anything that you decide to do, you will be great. If you do the baby steps like them and you remain humble, God will not confuse you, and he will not tear down what you're building. I thank God for what I see what that young man and that young woman is doing. They has truly, truly blessed me on today. Just thinking about that. So if you a person, you got a gift inside of you, baby, take them baby steps and go for what God has for you. And while you doing it, don't be like the children, the people who was building the Tower of Babel, and allow God to stop your production. Don't let God stop your production with a gift that he given you. Because when God give you something for you to pursue, it's because he wants his name to be great. God is awesome in everything that he do. So I just wanted to give you that encouraging message. And as you go on about your day, a good friend of mine today, we was talking today, Siobhan Harrison. Well, her new name is, I can't think of her new last name. But anyway, she's like so super duper amazing. And she and I was talking also. And this is one thing that she said. If you wake up and you say, God, grace, what you going to do for me today? Mercy, what do you have for me today? If you begin to start speaking grace and mercy over your life and be positive with it, that it will be you will have an awesome day. So that's what I wanted to encourage you on today, with baby steps in the Tower of Babel. With your baby step, walk in humility, walk with a humbleness, walk with just a thankful heart that it was God himself that who gave you that gift. You know what I'm saying? And remember not to be like the people who built the Tower of Babel, because they was confused in their production and it never finished. So y'all have a blessed day.